Welcome to another edition of In the Paint alongside Rocco Nuosci. I'm Rob Polinsky. We're both with WEOL AM 930, FM 100.3. Let's take a look at high school basketball, boys and girls. We had games last week and, of course, this week. And with the holidays, happy holidays to everybody. And just let everybody know, it kind of changes our schedule a little bit. The games are earlier in the week with Christmas and New Year's both being on weekends. It's kind of changed up the schedule a little bit. But recapping last week in boys basketball on Monday, it was Keystone over Wellington 48-34. We had the game on WEOL. For the Wildcats, Sean Satterley had 13, Connor Rodick with 10. The Wildcats were led by Cole Standen with 15 and Drew Unanks with 11. Oberlin over Black River 68-48. Trajan Chambers led a balanced attack with 22. Logan Clifford had 10 for Black River. It was Columbia hitting the century mark. 106-64 over Clearview. Brandon Fisher with 20 for the Raiders. Sam Clark had 17 for the Clippers. And Firelands bested Brookside 74-41. Mitchell Hodges with 18. Alex Engel had 16 for the Falcons. To lead the way for the Cardinals, Gabe Pulowski with 11. Here's Rocco Nuosci with a look at the girls' games from Monday.
Thank you, Rob. Like you said, on the girls' side of things here, it was Midview over North Ridgeville, 41-39. In a battle of the freshmen, Olivia DeFranco for the Middies had 23. Grace Kingery of the Rangers had 20. Again, Midview there, 41-39 over North Ridgeville. It was Firelands over Brookside by a landslide, 68-18 for the Falcons. Abby Schmitz had 17. The Sutton sisters, Megan and Madison, with 14 and 12 respectively in that one. Wellington knocking off Keystone as well on Monday, 44-41 was the final there. Carly Frank leading the way for the Dukes. She had 15 in the winning effort. Delaney Peters leading the way for Keystone. She had 23. Just one assist for Keystone in that one, something Coach Rocky Houston will look to improve on. Avon over Avon Lake, 49-26. Abby Leiber had 11 for Avon. Katie Geiger had 8. Emily Yarham had 10 for the Shore Gals in that one. Black River off to a good start. They knock off Oberlin 65-38. 3 Pirates in double digits. Kaylin Maurer, Ashley Kalman, and Teddy Vonderu had 14, 11, and 10 respectively. Markela Holloway had 21 to lead all Phoenix scores. And it was Columbia knocking off Clearview 59-49 was the final there. Avery Lavender had 14 for Columbia. Brooke Redman leading the way for Clearview. She had 40, setting a new career high. Previously was at 39 that she had set her freshman year. So that wraps up the girls' side of things on Monday.
Thank you, Rocco. On Tuesday in boys basketball, Midview easily over North Olmsted. We had the game on WEOL, 78-34. Nico Vidal and Aiden Gregory each had 15 for the Middies. It was Buckeye remaining undefeated, beating EC 55-45. Robert Palmer had 19 points for his dad's team, but it wasn't enough for EC. And Berea Mid-Park bested North Ridgeville 63-51. And that was the boys' action on Tuesday. For the girls,
just one game on the girls' side of things, Rob. It was Vermilion over Columbian. No, not Columbia, Columbian. Cam Colahan leading the Sailors. She had 11 as Vermilion outscored the Tornadoes 10-2 in the third quarter. Big run there to help them secure the victory.
On Wednesday, a couple days before Christmas, to wrap up the boys' week, it was Columbia again with over 100 over Clearview, 105-71. Caleb Borling with 24. Sam Clark had 20 for the Clippers. Firelands over Brookside, 76-57. Alex Engel with 27 for Alan Januzzi's club. Avery Young had 17 for Brookside. Oberlin over Black River, 67-59. Trajan Chambers again pacing the way for the Phoenix with 22. Logan Clifford had a dozen for the Pirates. Keystone, for the second time in 2 days, defeated Wellington 67-25. Connor Rodick with 16. Cole Standen had 11 for the Dukes. In Norwalk, defeated Vermilion 54-37. Zach Jones had 10 for the Sailors.
Back on the girls' side of things, again back to last Wednesday, Black River knocking off Oberlin 72-53. The Pirates continuing to roll. Riley Kubitz leading the way for them. She had 25. Ashley Coleman chipped in 16 as well. Another big night for Markela Holloway for the Phoenix. She had 19. Westlake over Avon in a low-scoring affair, 28-27. The final there. Brooke Lobb leading the way for Avon. She had 10. Morgan Kress, the high scorer for Westlake. She finished with 7. North Ridgeville getting a win over Valley Forge, 63-37 was the final. Another big night for the freshman Grace Kingery of the Rangers. She had 20 points, 13 for Dalen Baker and 10 for Maddie Rosado. Columbia over Clearview again, 57-41 was the final. 17 points for Allison Ross, and that one 16 for Elise Champagne, 21 for Brooke Redman of the Clippers. And Avon Lake knocking off Amherst 53-33, the final there. Emily Yarham leading the Shore Gals again. She had 17 points in the winning effort. Wellington knocking off Keystone 32-12. Carly Frank leading the way again for the Dukes. She finished with 10. In Firelands over Brookside in a blowout, 74-19 was the final there.
Thank you, Rocco. So it's time now for our first Federal Savings of Lorraine Team of the Week, and I think you can figure it out. For the boys basketball team, boy, you score 100 once a year. That doesn't happen very often. How about twice in 1 week? Our first Federal Savings of Lorraine Team of the Week, the Columbia Raiders. They scored 106 on Monday, defeating Clearview 106-64. They turned around and they won on Wednesday 105-71. So congratulations to the Columbia Raiders on WEOL this week. We hope to have 3 games for you. Hope, because right now you never know. Things change on a daily notice. We know tonight we have Berea Mid-Park at Avon Lake. On Wednesday night, Olmsted Falls is at North Ridgeville. And we're hoping on Saturday afternoon to have Berea Mid-Park at Elyria Catholic. That is our broadcast schedule on WEOL. In the SWC this week in boys basketball, all these games are on Tuesday. They're just playing one day this week in boys basketball. Amherst is at North Olmsted, Avon at Berea Mid-Park, Westlake is at Avon Lake, North Ridgeville is at Olmsted Falls. Until they take a look at the girls' schedule this week, once again, here's Rocco.
So again, on the girls' side of things, Berea Mid-Park and Avon Lake tonight will be on WEOL. You can tune in and listen to that one. North Ridgeville will pay a trip to North Olmsted, and Westlake will travel out to Olmsted Falls. Also tonight, we'll have NDCL paying a trip over to Elyria Catholic. Again, this on the girls' side of things. Then moving ahead to Wednesday, Berea Mid-Park will be at Avon to take on the Eagles. The Shore Gals of Avon Lake will head over to Westlake, and Olmsted Falls and North Ridgeville will battle, and you can hear that one on WEOL, and on the 2nd, that'll be Saturday, Berea Mid-Park will be at Elyria Catholic. It'll be a 1 p.m. afternoon tip-off there.
Well, thanks a lot, Rocco. Great to have you with us. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again. And again, wish everybody happy holidays. That does it for this week's edition of In the Paint.